Okay, Aries, welcome back to my channel. This is just a brief little insert basically for August. It'll probably trickle into September though for the most part because we're almost to the end of August here anyway. The energy does seem to be fairly emotional, and that's why I feel like this is going to move further out into September. But overall, the cards seem to be fairly positive, even though I feel like you're in a space of not believing that a wish can come true, but a wish will come true. So what I'm looking at here, first off, is the Seven of Cups. It's always the card of choice and trying to figure out something. It's almost like there's a level of confusion for sure that you're trying to measure against something else. Obviously, there's something here that's really weighing on you, and it's inhibiting you in some way because you're not able to move forward. I do feel like this is you, brilliant, talented, independent. There's a controlling nature here with this card here as well, but I feel like, again, you're second guessing yourself on what it will come true in terms of wish fulfillment. So whatever wish fulfillment is for you, whether it's wanting to get better, if you're unwell, whether it's wanting to move ahead and find a positive relationship or whatever, whatever that is for you, there seems to be some level of confusion around it. Now, all the cards are they're minor arcana except for, and I want to say the wishes coming true is here. So that is an element that is a step ahead. You've already planted the seeds. You've already done a lot of the transformative work here. But because you're sitting in this release energy, which is the main energy out here, this indicates to me that you have a lot of baggage to kind of get through. It's sort of in around that same idea of the moon card, and so you're trying to look for a way to rid yourself of all of the limiting thought patterns or whatever it is that's holding you back specifically. So again, releasing does seem to be the thing that is holding you back in terms of finding some balance. It is also the major arcana, the only one here. So it does indicate that there is going to be a need for you to, and again, when I say, getting rid of situations that block you, doesn't mean cutting off everybody, but it certainly can be putting boundaries around certain situations. But more so, it's almost, for some, it can be just kind of forgiving yourself basically. And whatever it is for you, again, that you find yourself repeatedly reviewing, that is where you need to sort of release something and take a breath. It's something here about, a lot of sorrow that you might be sort of pending, because there's more so a lot of element of confusion. It's almost like you're muddled. Your thoughts are muddled. You're not really sure what to believe. You're not sure if you're actually going to be able to go forward and have a future in some way. But again, there's something to be said of you can't hold both those thoughts in your mind and actually expect to have, the positive. So, there's that indicator that while you're going through something that may have been troublesome or created sorrow for you, you can't have both. You have to be able to release something. So you have to work it out so that you actually do, whether you're releasing a small amount now and then further out more in September, October, and so forth, that's fine. It's just the whole point is to move on from whatever it is that is currently stymieing you. So whatever's presenting right now, start with that, and then you can sort of venture through and release more as you go along, as you're more aware of it. So it's really more of a slowly moving through the situation. So again, looking at some of the areas of your life, friends, family, spiritually, whatever it is, and trying to find ways to learn more, meaning develop more growth in a situation. So if you have more growth, you won't miss an opportunity. So whether it's something that still creates a little bit more pain, and when I say pain, meaning you don't get the outcome that you're wanting, it's okay to let it go and trust and have some faith in this situation, because the outcome is just a redirection to get you to the thing, which will be the inevitable ending of wish coming true. So again, there's something here about moving on, facing your fears, all of that, and able to go forward here. So you have to have some faith, and I don't believe that you do feel like you have any faith in the future at this point. So something is holding you back because of your own mindset. There's no specific block here. And again, once you're able to release that, small, tiny baby steps, whatever is currently presenting, that's where you want to focus. The other part of it is, again, with the seeds well planted, this is earth sign, so it definitely does indicate it's something to do with your tangible world. So this can represent anything around your health. This can represent anything that's around money, anything that's around your stability or helps you to feel grounded or in the physical realm. So there's something here where you're going to have to really take a look at how to you know, I'm not saying that you're, because you already have put out enough, or I shouldn't say enough, because life is always a constant period of growth, but you put out a fair amount in one particular area that's fairly grounded and fairly stable. And so this is the area that I feel is going to be the current change. So again, all of you, it's going to be a little bit different. Some of you, it will be more along the lines of your finances. Others, it may be around your health. But there is still something here with the earth energy that does speak to you put out enough in a particular area that you can expect it yourself. You can expect to perform better in whatever you primarily put a lot of this energy and time into. So I feel like you actually are not going to be sitting at a standstill for much longer, because the fact is you're releasing something to make room for something new or something else that is about to harvest. Because this is that energy of don't worry. It is definitely time for you to, you know, take a little bit of that time to rest, because you're assessing where you're going with the future, and then you'll be able to prioritize things. So it is a card of perseverance, it is a card of progress, and it definitely does speak to a future reward, and it's just you going through some unnecessary worry. And of course, again, you've got a dream coming true, or a wish coming true. So it's not all your wishes coming true, but it certainly does speak to it moving in that direction. So I want to go back to the clarifier here. There is a lot of confusion around this, and again, I feel this is you. You're just trying to control something that you don't really understand. And then when we get to the card of release, again, I feel like there's a new beginning you're just about to move into, but again, there's something here that you just don't believe in. It's like you don't have a sense of, you feel like this is beyond your reach right now, is what I would say there with the abundance card and the windfall. Again, can be money, however, but I feel like it's rooted in the practical. So definitely it's something around, again, health, or something around your security, something that's more in the tangible world that you're having to release issues around. So whether you felt like you had losses around finances or something like that, know that that is going to change. You have the card of windfall of abundance, wise counsel, good fortune, exciting career opportunity, contracts. You know, larger things are coming in for you. You're just not aware that you're not believing in it. And again, the seeds have been planted for something to change here. The fact that you're still sitting in, again, this level of confusion, this level of trying to release something, and sitting with the moon, it just reinforces everything that I just spoke of in the beginning here. The moon is that card of going through the unconscious, dealing with those things that you have fears around, certainly listening to your intuition, paying attention to things that you don't feel like you can trust your own feelings at this time. But again, you're being just in the grand scheme of things, but I feel like you're being redirected to trust that process. And there will be something I feel like that will help you to understand that your fears are unwarranted right now. Like they're not, I mean, there may have been something that you had to deal with in the past, but that's not your current truth. I feel like you're coming out of that right now. And so just, again, it's a reminder of don't allow your fear to take over, or that worry. So the clear message is pay attention to your intuition, and certainly let that guide you. Be confident that you can bring the things about that you want, because you actually put in some of the effort, some of the time to really bring this through. Again, your outcome card is wishes coming true. It's going to come into the reality very soon. You're sitting at a 9. It is almost there. So whatever was possible, or whatever you thought was impossible, is going to be possible, and you're just about through all that energy. You're in the 9, which means there's like one more little hurdle to possibly get through, but once that occurs, like I said, you can just go for it, because the wish will be right there. It's going to be, I also believe for a lot of you, this is going to be you freeing yourself, letting the inner child come out. Good fortune and all of those things can come in once you sort of release that, give way to this freedom that's trying to, you know, it's at your doorstep here, so that you can bring yourself back into alignment and be yourself again, where you can feel a little more hopeful and, you know, shine through whatever it is that you feel that you weren't able to reach or attain before. So keep moving forward. Things are on the upswing.